Speakers, yes. Okay. Yo, 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 yo. Here we are again. Finally. Whew. I had a tough time. I'm fine, and you guys? Let me just do this. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Can I do the performance mode without actually? Yes, only a bit more. Can I do the performance mode just with you guys not losing my image? I believe not. I believe not. I believe you will lose the stream if I actually stop doing it. Let me just go here to the videos. Direct. Okay. Okay, it seems that the image is still there after disabling the performance mode. Yep, sorry about this, by the way. Okie dokie. I almost lost the live stream actually. I almost did it. It was not easy. It was not easy. Because I went to the gym, then I actually remembered that I did a clean Windows installation, so I had to install the Streamlabs OBS once again, but I don't really know why, but my profiles weren't actually saved like in the previous time. I don't know why, my profiles just got away. I don't really know why, but it seems to be fixed now. It seems to be fixed. So yeah, it seems that things are working now. I almost didn't do it. It was really, really tough. Okay. Lots of things here. Let me just go to the chat once again. See what you guys are here saying. Yo, yo, yo. Hi from Portugal. Papi Joker. Peter 86. Hello. Thank you from Portugal, Togahan. By the way, guys, if you have any questions that you have to or that you want to put, just feel free to do it. Yeah, let me just see. Okay, it's 20 minutes. Yes, 20 minutes for the live. Still on time. I'm having a great day, AWP Blank. Hey, Omer. Yes, I'm not freezing, it's quite cold. Let me just tell you the temperature. Okay, it's 16 degrees, 16 here. So a bit cold, yeah. Boa noite, Fred. It's not 19, it's actually 16. So yeah, 16 degrees in my room. By the way, yes, I'm kind of excited, of course, but I hope the values are okay, because otherwise it will be a letdown. Okay, that's my opinion, and I believe that the performance will be great. The performance will be great because on paper RDNA3 is insane, but once again, like I told you, on paper. So yeah. We need to see how the chiplet design actually works for the GPUs. 16 is a heat wave in Canada. Yeah, good tips for gaming, that's for sure. Aaron Collegay, how are you, man? And by the way, thank you for supporting the channel, man. Really, thank you a lot. And by the way, I would be actually, if I'm stuttering It's not the drivers. It's not the drivers that I own. It's actually because I'm quite tired. Like I told you before, I was on the gym before, um, and yeah, I'm quite tired. I was kind of in a run, in a hurry to be here. Let everything okay and then live stream because like you know I usually don't live stream. So yeah, 10 Celsius. Yeah, yeah. Hello, Petro. 5-ish outside my window. I believe that it's like 10 degrees outside, but it's 16 in here. Yeah, something like that. Ultra wide stream. Yes, I always do ultra wide stream because my monitor is ultra wide and I see no sense in actually doing a 16:9 live stream. By the way, guys, I already finished testing the 5800X 3D, the CPU, and I will just do a retest of my 7700X and I'll do some tests. I'll do a video benchmark in between these two, okay? The 5800X 3D versus the 7700X, and I'm already retesting all my cards. The first one is the RTX 3070, which is a new addition, and as you can see here, we have lots of new tests, okay? New games. So we have AC Valhalla, we have Plague Tale Requiem on the GPU benchmarks, we have Forza Horizon 5, Guardians of the Galaxy, Cyberpunk 2077, Red Dead Redemption 2, Rainbow Six Extraction, another new game. We also have Modern Warfare 2 because you guys were always bitching, and Modern Warfare 2 actually has a benchmark. So, well, I just bought the game for the benchmark anyway. God of War, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, not 2022, because once again you guys asked me for the Flight Simulator because, yeah, you know, you wanted to have the game tested once again. And then we have the LSS and FSR2 tests with God of War, Spider-Man with XeXS as well from Intel. And then we have the ray tracing tests with Cyberpunk 2077, Spider-Man, and Metro Exodus Enhanced Edition, okay? So these are the tests. I actually forgot to test the Metro Exodus Enhanced Edition. I have to test it after. But anyway, yeah. I mean, it's great, in my opinion. Looks great. No, I think I actually tested the Metro Exodus. I'm still thinking about it. Anyway. Vintage Hardware Review. Thanks for the donation, man. You guys love to donate money. I appreciate it, of course. If you want to donate, it helps the channel a lot. Do you think they'll unveil the whole lineup or just the high-end cards? Now, I believe they will talk about the whole lineup, but they will reveal only the top 3 cards, maybe. Like the 79. I do believe that they will reveal like 4 cards. Maybe the 7900 XTX, the 7900 XT, the 7800 XT, and the 7700 XT. I believe. I won't say for sure because I don't really know. So Static, my 6950 XT is still having artifact problems in office programs with the latest Adrenaline driver. I don't believe that's the GPU, my man. I sincerely do not believe. Just do a clean driver installation using DDU, install the chipset drivers, and update your motherboard BIOS. Also check if your Windows installation isn't broken because most of the times that happens. The Windows installation gets broken and yeah, you know what happens after that. Shit happens. That's what happened. Until AMD did not develop good drivers and good support for streaming, Nvidia will continue to be the king of gaming. Disagree. All my previous live streams were done using AMD encoder, the H.264. What people just fail to understand is that the Mbps, which actually delivers higher quality, is what matters. Okay, the NVENC codec is better, of course, it's better. But just go and increase the Mbps on the older codec and it will work as good as a newer one. Okay, so just forget about it. Okay, I do all my live streams now. I'm using Nvme because I'm testing the RTX 3070, but I'm still using at least 10,000 Mbps, and in most cases I use 15,000 Mbps. Okay, that's what actually brings the quality, not the resolution and not the codec per se. Hello guys, hello, hello. Now from Javier Perez, thanks a lot for being a channel supporter. My RX 6800 is still going strong with OC settings you recommended. Really appreciate your help. I really appreciate your help as well, okay? It really means a lot to me that you guys actually spend your money, not to make me rich, because that will obviously not make me rich, but it's the, it's actually the, how should I say it? I miss the words, yeah, I'm tired, I told you. It's actually the attitude that matters to me, so thank you very much. How good performance per watt is by leak? 50%, I believe. Aerocool, sorry if I'm not pronouncing correctly. I need to get rid of my 5700 XT now. Let's see if the 7000 series looks promising. I'll choose AMD again, probably. Yes, overall people should actually choose what they feel like they need to choose, because this fanboyish battle that has been happening for years of AMD versus Nvidia versus Intel is just dumb. Okay, just buy what you feel it's better for you, or what you feel it's the best price performance. I usually buy depending on the best price performance. That's what I do usually. And you're donating again, man. Really, there's no need to spend your money on my channel, but thank you. Would you test the R9 Fury with a new 22.10.1 Nvme driver? I would. I actually would, because I'm retesting the older GPUs, but I can't because I don't have a Fury. I actually searched on OLX it was like 2 weeks ago, I believe, and I was searching for Fury cards, but on Portugal the prices are crazy. People are just dumb to the next level. They are just asking so much money. But I will get an Intel GPU. I will actually buy an Intel GPU. Yes, maybe the A750, which is the best price performance they have. Is the 5500 XT good for 2023? No, it's a low-end card. It is good for maybe 1080p medium settings. Anything over that, not really, in my opinion, of course. It may be good for you if you're just playing light games. That will be fine for that, like League of Legends, maybe some shooters like Valorant and so on. It will be fine for that. Hey Fabio from UK, great channel, thank you. Don't you know if it is the right time to place, or would you upgrade from the 11700K to the 5800X 3D or the 5900XT? Now this is a really good question. If you have the 11700K, just use it. It makes no sense, absolutely no sense, upgrading it right now, okay? And it makes no sense because you will actually need a new motherboard, and you'll be upgrading into a dead platform. So if you want to upgrade, wait for the 7000 series 3D cache. So for example, the 7700X 3D that will be released by the beginning of 2023, just get one of those, or just keep your 11700K, because it will still be more than enough for some years to come. That's my opinion. Well, there's a lot of comments. Why the jacket indoors? Because it's 16 degrees here, Celsius, so yeah, it's kind of cold. It's chilly. Hello Fabio, hello everyone, hello man. Something right now, predictions, okay, Mr. Shinobi Gaming is calling for predictions. I believe that the RDNA3 will be around 70% faster in rasterization compared to the RDNA2. Around 70-80% in rasterization. In terms of ray tracing performance, I believe they will be double the ray tracing performance of the RDNA2 generation, okay? Mark my words, so 70% to 80% rasterization over RDNA2 and double or more than double the ray tracing performance. That's what I predict. Okay, and I predict that the 7700 XT will be around the 6900 XT in terms of rasterization and will be slightly faster in terms of ray tracing. That's what I predict. Okay. Why do I have a blurry stream with my 6900 XT? You need to increase the Mbps, man. The Mbps is the most important thing. Currently, I'm actually streaming at 10,000 Mbps. So do not stream at 25,000. 2,500 or 5,000, or even 5,000 is kind of acceptable. But I would just stream at 10,000 or above if you're streaming over 1080p. That's my opinion. Okay, that's what actually brings you the quality of the stream. It's not the resolution per se, not the codec. The codec also matters, of course, but mostly the Mbps, which actually brings the quality. So Alex C, thanks for the RON 24.99. I don't know what RON is, but even if it was just $1, thank you very much, because the attitude is what actually matters to me. So thank you very much. Buy the 6650 XT now or wait for the 7000. I would wait for the 7000 because even if you wait, the 6650 XT price will decrease. So yeah, that's quite it. I'm waiting for Zen 4 3D to upgrade. Yes, that's what you should do, in my opinion. I would never buy the 7700X if it wasn't for testing. I bought it exactly for that, because the channel gives me money and I invest in the channel in order to get more views, more money, and to actually fulfill my realization of my need of knowledge, because I really love what I do. I love to test. It's obviously it's not all unicorns and flowers and cotton candy. Sometimes it's hard, very hard, but I really enjoy what I do. So yeah. RDNA3 will be an RTX 4090 monster. I have a doubt there, but I guess it will be there, even if it will be 10 or 20% slower than the 4090. Now, if we look on the paper in terms of the streaming processors and all that, in terms of physical units, I can tell you right away that at least the 7900 XTX will be definitely faster than the 4090 in terms of rasterization, definitely, and it will be maybe slightly slower in terms of ray tracing, okay? But in terms of rasterization, if what is on paper actually translates to the real world, it will be much faster than the RDNA2, and it will be faster than the 4090, definitely, in terms of rasterization once again. Okay, 7800 XT today, maybe. Fabio, do you think we can use high-speed RAM with a 7000X 3D? Definitely. I mean, you can use 6400 megahertz RAM on the new Ryzen chips. I'll actually try it I'll try to stabilize. If I don't know if it is easy or not, but I'll try to stabilize it because, okay, 5 minutes. I'll try to stabilize it because it runs 6000 easily. It runs 6200, sorry, and it runs 6400. Now it's just a matter of stabilizing, okay? Hi dude, thank you so much. I have an RX 580 and you saved my PC. Oh my god. I installed a custom drive because your video and stopped to crash my driver every 30 minutes. You're very welcome. Fabio, would the modded drivers be useful on my 6800 XT? No. Unless you're having problems, no, they won't, because the normal drivers already bring all you need to have, at least on the 6000 series. On the 5000 series, you can actually have an improvement with modded drivers from AMD RDNA3. Yazer Key Age. Love your honestly. I mean, you mean honesty. I believe that. And covering everything. thank you very much. Sincerely, thank you very much for your support as a viewer and for your support monetary of $2.49. Thank you very much. Let's hope that the XTX moniker is a good predictor of a competitive GPU, just like the original. Yes, the XTX GPUs were so crazy good, I mean, they were insane. Okay, 5 minutes. I believe, yes, almost there. So I'll just put it, yeah, it's on direct, so as soon as it starts. By the way, let me know if it is too loud compared to my voice or not. I'll just move to the, sorry, because the camera is actually in front of, of the monitor. Okay, gaming setup. I can put the headset as soon as it begins. Not bad, nice decrease of price, yes. But there's a lot of comments here. You mean encoder, I guess, and yes, it will be able to use AV1. Yes, the RDNA3 will support AV1. Yes, and the Intel GPUs as well, because AV1 is from Intel, so yeah. Would you recommend the custom modded drivers for a 6750 XT? No, just use the normal ones. The 22.10.2 and the 22.10.3 are actually very, very good driver versions. I'm actually impressed. Very good driver versions. Stream be popping off. What do you mean? Yes, AMD will show the new GPUs. Yes, exactly. Now, AMD hype, let's go from Rusty Shackleford. Thank you very much. The third, Shackleford the third. AMD hype, let's go. Thanks for your support. I really like lives because I can engage with you guys, but it's a thing that I like to do from time to time, not always, because it kind of gets tiring. Yes, I get tired of doing them, but from time to time it is really interesting to do them because, I mean, it's fun. It's fun to connect with you. I hope the launch drivers surprise everybody with top performance and new functions. Yes, I do believe that they will show, in terms of software, they will show two things at least. Okay, they will show the AMD, we have now the AMD Smart Access Memory, and they will show the Smart Access Storage, which is basically an improvement over the direct storage from Microsoft. Okay, so AMD, instead of direct storage, it will be the AMD Smart Access Storage. And they will also show the FSR 3.0. I do believe, I can't really tell you, but I do believe that will be the case. As for my hairs, no, I cut them just a little bit every 2 months. So yeah, but it's been growing for like 2 years. So I believe it's almost there, maybe. I'll just put a bit of sound, I guess, so we don't actually miss it. Oh, it's starting. Tell me if the sound is low or high. I guess it's low for you, because for me it's also low. Normal junction temps should be always below 100 degrees. But well, let's start. Well, Sonic Frontiers. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Paul and Emma. Price range for the new GPUs, I hope at least around let's say $1,000 max. Oh, thanks by the donation, Cameron, $20. Let's get it, Sue. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's see what we have. That was a big donation sound. Lisa Sue is rocking.
Welcome, and thank you all for joining us today. It's so exciting to be here back in Las Vegas in person. So thank you all for joining us and being part of our audience. And also welcome to all of you who are joining us online from around the world. So are you excited for today? We have some amazing new products to show you. So let's go ahead and get started. And you guys all know us well. At AMD, we're all about high performance and adaptive computing, and really using technology to create solutions to the world's most important challenges.
Yeah,
now,
I
whether
can
you're
actually
talking about
increase it.
cloud services or 5G networks or AI or automotive or PCs.
Thank you for the $10.
AMD
I love your
technology
channel.
is truly everywhere.
Thank you, man.
Touching
Thank
the
you very
lives
much.
of billions of people every single day. Now, we're in an incredibly busy time for AMD. It's an incredible period of innovation. We're in the midst of introducing actually 4 new architectures to the market across more than a dozen products. So if you look at it, we started with the Ryzen 7000 launch in September, and many of you joined us there. Next week, we're gonna bring Zen 4 to high-end server processors, and then soon after that to notebook PCs. And we also have our Zen 4 C core optimized for cloud-native computing, and our next-gen RDNA architecture that are gonna launch in 2023. But of course, today it's all about gaming, and we're here to talk about
all about gaming,
yes,
baby,
architecture with RDNA3.
All about gaming.
So now just a minute about gaming, right? We all love gaming. Gaming is really in AMD's DNA. And when you look through 2025, we're expecting 3.5 billion gamers in the world. And our goal is really to push the limits of gaming innovation to really provide the best solutions across the board together with all of our gaming partners. So whether you're talking about developers creating new games and experiences, or you're talking about the companies that are serving the content, or you're playing your games on your devices, or you're a streamer that are really trying to stream those experiences to other gamers, our mission is to bring you the best.
Sorry to pause, but I do believe that they will bring a better codec. I do believe that RDNA3 will bring a better codec. And they'll use AV1, yes.
All of your
they'll
gaming
use AV1.
Platforms. Now, Ryzen processors and Radeon graphics are really at the heart of all of the world's most popular gaming devices, including the top gaming PC OEMs, systems, cloud gaming services, Sony PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Valve Steam Deck. We're also bringing gaming to automotive with the newest generation
Lee
of
Archer,
Teslas.
you made it in time.
And of course, for all of the folks out there who are building your own PCs, we love the DIY market for all of the PCs that you build. Now, when you think about that, why is gaming so important to AMD? It's really all about pushing the envelope on innovation.
Yes.
Just over a month ago, we launched our next generation desktop PC processor, the Ryzen 7000 series, which was really the most advanced processors for gamers and creators. And the response has been really incredible. We have leadership performance per watt, we have phenomenal gaming and creative performance, and it's all enabled by our new Zen 4 core in 5 nanometer.
My gaming
now, with
Tesla.
Ryzen 7000, we also launched our next generation AM5 desktop platform, which has all of the latest I/O, and we're committing to delivering socket longevity on that through 2025 and beyond for lots of future upgrades. And we also know that people love AM4, and AM4 is going to continue for a long, long
price
time.
performance will be the
Ryzen 7
what we actually want
5800
here.
X3D is also a fantastic choice for gamers. Now, today, it's all about the next generation of Radeon graphics.
Yes.
And how we deliver the future of gaming with the world's most advanced graphics architecture, RDNA3.
Love you as well.
So let me start and tell you a little bit about RDNA3. We really set truly ambitious goals for RDNA3. And as you know, at the forefront for what we're doing is it's all about power and energy efficiency. And we want to make sure that we continue to innovate around performance per watt leadership to enable all of the gamer upgrades to be done with fantastic performance, but at a reasonable power. And we also wanted to significantly raise the bar in performance to support the next generation of 4K gaming and beyond, and really recognize that there are a lot of faster and higher resolution displays. And then finally, we also look at it as not just about the chip and not just about the card, but really what is the gaming experience we can bring. And that means
she's talking about software now.
Features, that means platform technologies.
Yes, like I told you, software and platform technologies. She'll talk about the new FSR, most likely, and she will talk about the smart access storage.
And really end-to-end solutions with our CPUs and GPUs and software coming together. So there's a lot of innovation in RDNA3, and we'll tell you all about it today.
Thank you.
Now, there's a lot been said about our new chiplet design. So let me start with our chiplet design. This is the world's first chiplet gaming GPU. Now, why did we use chiplets? Chiplets really allow us to use a modular approach to optimize the performance and efficiency of the overall design. And so with our chiplets, like we've done on the CPU side, on the GPU side, we're mixing and matching the right technology for each function. Now, the graphics compute die is a high-performance 5-nanometer technology design.
If you don't know much about this, Zen CPUs, the Ryzen CPUs, the Ryzen CPUs are exactly like this. They use chiplet design.
And then the other die is a memory cache die, and it's built in 6-nanometer process technology, and includes the memory subsystem that features the GDDR6 controllers, as well as up to 96 megabytes of infinity cache.
Nice.
And as a result, we have just an incredible capability with more than 61 teraflops of compute. By the way, do you guys think you need 61 teraflops of compute?
Yes, the leaks were real.
We also have
24
the world's
gigabytes
fastest chiplet interconnect to enable 5.3 terabytes per second of peak bandwidth. And that allows us to unlock the full potential of 24 gigabytes of GDDR6.
61
so altogether,
teraflops.
when you put that together, we have 58 billion transistors in this design.
Like I told you,
which gives
on
us
paper,
just an
this was
incredible amount of
crazy.
gaming
And
performance.
Anthony Baker, thank you very much for your support, man. For the $20. What the hell?
It sounds like there's a few
teraflops.
excited people out there.
I'm from Portugal.
Okay, so now let me show you for the very first time our newest triplet gaming GPU.
Okay, let's watch it. Let's see what... Oh, they have it on the hand. It is there. Just a zoom in. I want to see the chiplet. Yeah, whatever.
This may be
didn't
my
want-
favorite part.
Sorry about the sound
All right, so
from the
look, as I
notifications.
said earlier, we set very ambitious goals for RDNA3, especially around energy efficiency. And I'm pleased to say that we actually exceeded our goals. So our engineers did
4090
a
has less
fantastic
teraflops,
job,
I believe.
and we made great improvements between RDNA1 and RDNA2. And with RDNA3, we actually achieved a 54% gen-over-gen improvement in performance
Now,
per
this
watt.
is not performance.
And when you
this
put
is
all of that
performance
together
per watt.
into what really
It's
matters,
different.
we're about building the best products for you. So today, I'm incredibly proud that we're going to announce
And the
our
leaks
first
were
two
real.
RDNA3 graphics cards. The Radeon RX.
Yeah, here they are. XTX is back, baby.
The Radeon RX 7900 XTX with 24 gigabytes of GDDR6 and the 7900 XT with 20 gigabytes. So you can imagine these are just incredible gaming
I will
cards.
decrease
so now
the
I'm going
donation
to turn it
sound
over
after.
to Sam,
Sorry.
Scott, and Frank that are going to take you through all of the exciting product details. Sam?
Okay, let's just see if I can actually decrease the sound.
Well, thank you, Lisa. Well, as she said, with RDNA3, our vision was to engineer the most advanced 4K and 8K gaming platform for gamers and creators.
I miss Frank.
Containing the
Frank
features,
Azer.
performance, and efficiency to provide the best gaming experience. To achieve this vision, we have brought
I do believe it will beat
unprecedented
the 4090
innovation
in
to
some
all
scenarios.
aspects of the design. Now, it's my privilege to hit on a few of those highlights for you this morning. The first and most evident innovation is that we have leveraged our industry-leading expertise in chiplets, honed on our Ryzen and EPYC lines, to bring chiplet architecture to GPUs.
We may actually have more than two
The magic of
GPUs.
chiplet design is being able to use the right technology for the right job. So we created two very different chiplets connected with high bandwidth
Yeah, you should wait.
interconnects specific to graphics. With the graphics compute die, we spin that precious 5-nanometer silicon where it matters.
Nos
In the
cores.
core GPU engine,
Yeah, in
where
the
all
cores.
the computation occurs to enable great performance and performance per watt.
Thanks, I look like Jared.
For that
Leto.
small memory cache die, we use the mature 6-nanometer technology to implement the GDDR6 memory interfaces and our second-generation Infinity Cache.
Yeah, let's see if my predictions were actually
These diminutive
correct.
but powerful MCDs feature a second-generation Infinity Cache, each connected to 6.
Sorry to stop once again, but oh my god. Jesus Christ. So we have 2.7 times the peak bandwidth on the Infinity Cache. So the Infinity Cache already made a huge difference in terms of the RDNA2 performance. It made a huge difference. And now we have a 2.7 times faster Infinity cache on RDNA3. This is insane.
64 bits.
And
high
yes,
speed GDDR6
teraflops
memory,
aren't everything.
combined to up to a width.
NVIDIA uses 4 nanometers. 6 nanometers is for the MCM, 5 nanometers for the cores.
With less capacity to accomplish several things for us. With the high hit rates, it directly sources most of the memory requests, and this delivers data to the engine in less time and uses less power than going out to DRAM.
Exactly.
With our high bandwidth Infinity Fabric chiplet interconnect, we've increased the peak bandwidth from our RDNA2 implementation by an astonishing 2.7 times. And that's where that 5.3 terabytes per second number you just heard comes from.
Jesus calling out his own name.
Support the gaming at the highest resolutions. So now I want to take you a little bit deeper, click down into that graphics compute die, which is built around our new RDNA3 compute units, where we've continued with our area-efficient unified architecture that shares resources between rendering, AI, and ray tracing to make most effective use of each transistor.
Yeah, I even talked in Portuguese.
Contained within this GCD is a key part of delivering a great gaming experience, driving the latest displays with massive refresh rates for high-resolution gaming. All of the latest media formats are in there with our media and display engines. Now to the core of the engine, which is the new unified RDNA3 compute unit, specifically optimized for high-resolution gaming. The key word here is unified, which means we have a tightly integrated unit which shares resources to deliver the most power and area-efficient performance. We've tuned it to provide the right blend of flexible, highly efficient stream processing, additional AI acceleration capabilities, and greatly enhanced ray tracing acceleration. All of this is fed by a general purpose register file with 50% more capacity than the RDNA2 design, which boosts the performance of all the functions. To deliver this well-rounded feature set, we've leveraged 5 nanometer to the fullest to pack 54% more transistors in less area, increasing our density by 165%. Well, as every chip designer knows, it's a lot of...
Now this is just insane. 165 more transistors per millimeter square. So this is a lot. So they actually have, like you said, we have a way bigger ray tracing performance, and things really changed a lot in order to increase the performance.
And as every chip designer knows, smaller is faster and more power efficient. And so this enables RDNA3 to deliver even a better gaming experience. Now, looking at the stream processors, we took a huge step in RDNA3 by going to dual issue Wave 32 units.
Exactly.
This enables us to better utilize the data paths by issuing 2 different instructions down each 32-lane SIMD, or we can use them in parallel like we did in RDNA2. We can issue different integer or 40-point
PCI 5 GPU works on PCI 5, PCI 4, and even PCI 3.
Net result is faster frame render times for higher FPS from better utilization of all the functions in the compute unit. It handles now 2 times more instructions per clock.
Nice.
So we have also greatly enhanced the RDNA AI.
So basically, it actually handles 2 times the instructions per clock, which is a lot. We're talking about IPC 2. It handles 2 times the IPC, okay? The instructions in that, not the IPC, but the instructions on that particular scenario, the CMDs. And we actually have the dedicated AI acceleration.
And AI,
2.7 times.
Capabilities that are growing in importance to the gaming community. And we've increased the AI throuput for commonly used
Juan Jose, thank you very much.
Which, while integrating these tightly within our unified compute unit. These share the same register files, caches, and instruction scheduling as the stream processors. And the enhancements provide up to a 2.7x increase in AI performance in the most area and power efficient way possible, setting RDNA3 up to exploit the current and future use.
The AI acceleration will also work for the FSR. So yes, FSR, and now I want to see the ray tracing
of AI. The final enhancement to mention to our compute unit is the ray tracing acceleration, which is built on new instructions. in the shader and support for DXR ray flags and many improvements for ray box sorting and traversal. Amplifying all of this is the ability to enable more rays in flight with that 50% larger general purpose register file that I mentioned before, combined with larger rails.
So up to 50% more performance per CU compute unit. So I do believe that we'll have close to double the performance. Not double, but close to. My predictions were wrong, but not very wrong.
Caches to back it up. These improvements provide compelling gains for ray trace gaming content with up to 50% more performance per compute unit. Next, I want to introduce you to our Radiance display engine, featuring the industry's first DisplayPort 2.1
yes,
and a high-performance gaming graphics card.
give him a Red Bull or something. Yes.
This
DisplayPort 2.1, bitch.
480 hertz refresh rates at 4K resolution and up to 165 at 8K. And the 12 color bits per channel enables an incredible 68 billion color.
Not announced yet, the FSR.
For amazingly realistic images and graphics. And with the
4090 has 83 teraflops.
54 gigabits per second.
I thought it had less.
We have doubled that bandwidth per port over RDNA2. And this supports the unprecedentedly high refresh.
Yeah, but 50% more performance, a 50% increase is different from just 50% more. Let's just see how it actually, because it's 50% per CU, but these cards have actually a lot more CUs than the RDNA2 cards. That's what I meant.
For the latest media formats and standards, we have a new dual media engine, and it supports 2 simultaneous encode or decode streams up to 8K60. Or AVC and HEVC. It supports AV1 encode and decode, while also leveraging AI enhancements to improve video encoding and conference quality.
DisplayPort 2.1
and by greatly increasing the
AV1
frequency inside the media engine, we delivered up to 1.8x the performance versus RDNA2, reducing export times almost in half.
1.8 times the engine frequency. This is a lot, but I want to see how this actually translates to the real world performance.
Obviously critical to performance, and most workloads that we have found and analyzed are actually more limited by the front-end work distribution and command processing than by our high-performance shader engines. So we recognize that we could utilize higher frequencies in a smarter, more power-efficient way by using our new to RDNA3.
They didn't say anything about FSR so far. They will talk about the software later.
At a typical 2.5 gigahertz, while the shaders operate at a more efficient 2.3 gigahertz, which is...
Now, this is very interesting. So we have actually decoupled clocks, since we have several dies. So we have like the Zen processors, where we actually have one clock for the FCLK, one for the memory, one for the UCLK. So it is really, really interesting. So we have higher front-end clock speeds, but we have the shader clock speed at lower frequencies, so we actually save power.
Still 15% higher than RDNA2.
That's very, very interesting.
With this sort of advanced
power really interesting approach.
We deliver the maximum frames per second while also saving up to 25% power. This contributes to our remarkable 54% product level performance per watt gain. With the higher frequency and the new dual issue RDNA3 compute units, we enable a 2.7x leap in raw compute power. You heard it from Lisa, a remarkable 61.6.
So as you saw, I told you that in relation to the RDNA2, for example, the 6950 XT is already performance even faster than the 3090 Ti in most titles, and it has way less teraflops. So it doesn't, teraflops don't actually mean everything, okay?
Teraflops.
The same for frequency alone and the same for IPC alone. It's a conjunction.
Well, putting it all together, we have delivered on our vision by inventing the world's first chiplet-based gaming GPU, enabling the optimal use of 5 nanometer technology, delivering 15% higher frequencies at 54% better power efficiency. Our advanced chiplet interconnect provides an amazing 2.7x leap in peak bandwidth to feed that 60-plus teraflop engine. The new unified RDNA3 compute units have twice the instructions per clock, enabling them to fully utilize our data paths and provide incredibly high performance for rendering, ray tracing, and AI applications in the most power and area efficient way. We connect this rendering horsepower to the industry's first GPU DisplayPort 2.1 to support massive refresh rates and include the encode and decode for all the latest media standards. The result is what we set out to achieve.
It will always be behind NVIDIA in terms of ray tracing, but NVIDIA didn't improve much more than 50%.
Now I'd like to hand it over to Scott, who will tell you more.
But remember once again that it is 50% increase per CU, per compute unit, but the new RDNA3 cards have way more compute units than the RDNA2 ones, so it means that they will actually perform faster.
About this incredible product.
Let's see the numbers. Scott. Oh, Scott.
What's up, gamers? How is everybody doing today? Oh, we've been working on this for 3 years.
Guys, hit the like button for Fabio.
Millions of hours
Thank
in our
you.
Engineering group.
Thank you for the
donation.
donation.
I'm sure they're tuning in today, but I can't be more proud of what we've been able to create for you.
And thanks for watching.
And to create for us, and it's going to be a great time.
Supporting the channel, of course.
Now, I know what you want to see: performance, price, and availability. Is that right? Do you want to see that? Sounds good, but you're going to have to stay for a little bit to get availability and price, but I'll show you performance. I'll show you some performance. So today, 4K sets the standard where enthusiast GPUs are measured. According to IDC, in the last 5 years, there is 3 times increase in shipments of 4K monitors.
Obviously.
And the Radeon RX 7900 XTX is going to be the perfect card to power your games at 4K.
Okay.
In pure rendering, the 7900 XTX is up to 1.7 times faster than our previous generation flagship GPU. And in ray tracing, we are seeing up to 1.6 times more performance in native 4K. What do you think?
So I wasn't actually, I said 70% faster, 70 to 80%. Well, it's 50 to 70%, which is not that bad. The same generational leap as NVIDIA, so not really bad. As for the ray tracing performance, I was actually expecting more. And no, it is not slower than the 4090 in terms of rasterization.
Now that you've seen the performance, allow me to introduce the Radeon RX 7900 XTX.
The 6950 XT was already faster than the 3090 Ti in rasterization, so...
Take a good look. We've spent a lot of time optimizing
so this one will
car,
actually
but more
be faster
making sure
than the
that you're
4090.
going to be proud when you put it into your rig. Absolutely fantastic.
Usually, at least.
This gaming card is built to provide exciting performance.
Now it's all about price.
Resolution
It's all about
beyond.
price.
RDNA3 based GPU.
Nah, I was right there. I said 70 to 80%.
96 unified RDNA3 compute units running at 2.3 gigahertz game clock, and it comes with 24 gigabytes of GDDR6 with 384-bit support. This card is future.
Sorry, like I told you, look at the compute units. So I actually thought that the game clock would be way higher, so only 2.3 gigahertz. That's not what I expected. I have to say I'm actually disappointed here. But we have more computer units, so
game clock,
and it's only
355 24
watts.
gigabytes of GDDR6 with 384-bit support.
And
this
it's
card
small.
Is future
it's
ready
really
with
small.
AV1 encode and decode for streaming and video export.
Yeah, it's
and
really
it has
small.
the latest DisplayPort 2.1 technology for up to 4K 480 frames per second or 8K 165 frames per second gaming capabilities. All, ladies and gentlemen, with a board power
I'll talk more about the after the video.
355 watts. The XTX.
355 watts. That's a very nice number. Now it all comes to pricing.
Today, we are also announcing the Radeon RX 7900 XT, a massive leap in performance over the last generation. It features 84 unified compute units running at a game clock of 2 gigahertz and comes with 20 gigabytes of 320-bit GDDR6 memory with the same support for AV1 and DisplayPort.
I said I wouldn't actually do this, but it is kind of unsettling to me to see the next generation actually have lower clocks. It's kind of strange. I don't really know. I mean, it's the new generation that it has actually lower clocks. If it has the same clocks, but it has lower clocks. 2 gigahertz. I mean, that's disappointing.
The
But at least,
7900
as long
series
as it
gaming
performs
cards
well,
are industry leaders in performance per watt. There is no need to rebuild your desktop, no need to upgrade your case, and there's no need for a new power adapter.
cheers.
Yep. We made it as easy as pulling out your old card and putting in a new one.
I love that guy in the back. Like,
Previous generation enthusiast GPUs, including those recently launched by our competitor, only support DisplayPort 1.4. Gamers who purchase these graphics cards will see limited frame rates. But with the RX 7900 series of GPUs, it'll allow you to actually see the frames you are paying
Since
for
we actually have
when you upgrade to a DisplayPort
AMCM
2.1 monitor.
now.
If you are paying that much money for a brand new gaming card, you should demand a GPU that will allow you to game into the future. And only the 7900 series can give you that. And starting in early 2023, an incredible new generation of displays at a range of resolutions from leading display vendors will start rolling out to gamers, including this sneak peek from our friends at Samsung with their brand new Odyssey Neo G9, expected to be the first DisplayPort 2.1 8K, I'll say that again, 8K, ultra widescreen gaming monitor ever. What do you think?
Nice. 200 sec. I did hit the like button and I raise you with 200 for my bro Fabio. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. By the way, they are talking about
More
pricing,
details on
so
the
they will have lower prices
in January of 2023.
now with 800 now.
And to power high refresh rate
I don't
gaming
believe
displays
that,
both
course.
today and your future upgrades,
Maybe
we've developed a suite
1100,
of powerful software
1200.
enhancements, which includes technologies
Still a
such
lot.
as Fidelity FX, Super Resolution, and Smart Access Memory. Combined with our new unified RDNA3 compute units, the Radeon RX 7900 series delivers the next generation of high refresh rate gaming. AMD's Fidelity FX Super Resolution, or FSR, technology works on all modern GPUs to provide high fidelity visuals and incredible frame rates. In just 16 months, FSR will be available in 216 games, proving just how compelling open technologies are for the entire industry.
Yeah, but we actually need
Our latest update,
companies to
FSR
implement it.
2.2, reduces super resolution temporal ghosting, not only the artifacts on fast-moving objects, and it'll also be available in Forza Horizon 5 soon. Now, 1440p gaming displays with high refresh rates continue to be one of the fastest growing choices for gamers. With the 7900 XTX and Apex Legends, you will be able to reach the game's hard frame rate cap of 300 frames per second. And in other popular titles,
nice.
And in other popular titles, the 7900 XTX can push your games to its limits. Games like Overwatch 2 and
That's
Valorant
nice.
are great examples of why DisplayPort
600
2.1
FPS.
is so important.
That's
Now there's
nice.
finally a gaming card to drive 300 to 800 frames plus frames per second gaming on ultra high refresh rate displays. Now at 4K, the 7900 XTX is the card to get. By turning on max settings in AAA games and using FSR upscaling, you can hit triple-digit performance. It even makes playing competitive esports titles at 4K a real possibility. Hundreds of
Yeah, but stop giving me FSR results only. I actually want to see without FSR. I mean, maybe 200, maybe. Here, 120.
frames in your games at 4K resolution.
I mean,
Now, I'm not saying that you would, but you could play games with RX 7900 XTX that go beyond today's 8K 60 hertz limits. In Dawn of Ragnarok, the latest expansion to Ubisoft's acclaimed Assassin's Creed Valhalla, with FSR paired with the 7900 XTX, you'll be able to get 96 frames per second at a crisp 8K resolution.
dude, I can't applaud to this. Sorry, I like AMD, but I can't applaud to this. Okay? Basically, it's 8K, okay, 8K whatever. Do whatever you want, but 96 FPS FSR 1.0, which is even less demanding than the FSR 2.0 or 2.1. I mean, okay, at 8K it will look fine, but still.
The RX 7900 series can power the next generation of displays like 8K ultra-wide or high refresh rate 8K displays above 60.
And once again, 96 FPS, but it will be like 30 FPS, but it's 8K, so okay. But in terms of 8K ultra-wide, it's better.
Next generation RDNA 3 compute units, new levels of memory bandwidth combined with the latest upscaling technologies deliver the performance to power these incredible
Fuck upscalers, just give me native.
A lot of gamers
native
are
power.
excited about features like ray tracing in their games. Today, I'm excited to announce that DirectX ray tracing is coming to one of the most popular franchises in the world, Halo Infinite by 343 Industries.
Nice.
Halo Infinite will now support ray trace shadows across arena and big team battle modes, and players with AMD hardware will notice improved lighting, sharper shadows, and increased performance on RX 7000 series platforms.
Such a game changer. Woo!
DXR will be available in Season 3.
Come on.
So look for it in your graphics settings soon.
It's literally
With
no
the RDNA3
difference.
architecture,
You won't
real-time
notice
ray tracing
anything in terms of
performance has
gaming, normal
greatly
gaming.
improved generation over generation.
Price will get in the end.
Dying Light
maybe in the end.
2, with ray tracing features turned to the max, the 7900 XTX delivers performance above 60 frames per second with FSR at 4K.
Ah, FSR. 72, it will be like 30 FPS, 4K Ultra RT. I don't care about FSR.
Hitman 3
It's
also has
okay.
significant
It's okay to use FSR. FSR on Dying Light 2 is actually pretty good. I tested it, but
performance up, giving you the performance you need to stay immersed in your game.
but yeah, the performance
Today
increase.
we're also announcing a technical partnership with the Callisto Protocol coming in December.
Just sorry to go back, but yeah, at least according to the 6950 XT, well, it's a decent increase since we're talking about ray tracing, but not
Performance you
great.
need to stay immersed in your game. But today we're also announcing a technical partnership with the Callisto Protocol coming in December. This third-person survivor horror game developed by Striking Distance Studios features incredible lighting and shadow effects, along with movie-quality textures and animations.
This
to set
game
the
will be
eerie
so
mood in this
awesome.
sci-fi experience.
So awesome. Look at this. This is amazing.
Ray tracing is used to full effect.
I just want to play
with
this
shadows,
game like right
translucence,
now.
and glossy refractions coming together to capture the most subtle details
Callisto
that create
Protocol,
giant
what
leaps
an
in realism.
amazing game.
At 4K and higher
Look at these
resolution,
graphics and
the Radeon RX 7900 series is optimized to deliver incredible
the
frame
animations
rates
are a bit
to power this experience.
strange, but
Now next,
not
we
bad.
are also announcing a technical partnership with Luminous Productions and their action RPG, Forspoken.
Technically, AMD could easily do 999 for the 7900 XTX because doing this, the MCM architecture like on Ryzen is way less expensive than doing monolithic dies. So yeah, they
Launching
could do
into
it,
anywhere.
but I believe
Luminous
they won't.
Productions has created some truly breathtaking visuals in a fully realized fantasy world.
Forspoken,
Powered by
another game
hybrid
that
ray
I'm
tracing
really,
for
really
realistic
expecting.
lighting and shadows on the characters and environments. Forspoken looks and runs incredibly fast thanks to its implementation of Fidelity FX features, including FSR, variable rate shading, ambient occlusion, and downsampler.
Wait. Najib, are you seriously telling people that this will match the 3090 Ti at best? Even in ray tracing? No, it will be faster.
All optimized for Radeon. We've worked
Obviously
closely with
faster,
game
but
studios
it
to
won't
optimize
even
for the
reach
next generation
the
of games.
4000 series
At
in ray
Ubisoft,
tracing. Not even
Snowdrop
close.
has been in development for over a
But
decade.
once again,
and is
it's
one of
all
its
about
most
price
important
performance.
gaming engines. This is the same engine utilized across a variety of PC and multi-platform titles, from Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope to Tom Clancy's Division 2. By the way, one of my personal favorites, Long Live the Bullet King. If you play the game, you'll know. Today, we are announcing our partnership with their next generation engine. This tech demo is beautifully rendered with global illumination, blur reflections, and shadows in addition to other effects that the Snowdrop engine uses, such as volumetric weather effects and micro detail rendering. We've worked with Ubisoft to add a highly optimized AMD ray tracing implementation that unlocks even smarter ray processing than DXR alone can provide. With high performance ray tracing enabled on a 7900 XTX, we are getting frame rates above 80 frames per second at 4K with FSR2. We're excited to see the Snowdrop engine come to life in major upcoming titles, including Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora,
Of course, it's using ray
Splinter
tracing,
Cell,
but still.
and Ubisoft Star Wars project. Right? Let's go, indeed. With the announcement of Unreal Engine 5, a lot of gamers, including myself, are excited to see what new games and experiences will be created in this popular engine. UE5 is optimized to take full advantage of our unified RDNA3 compute units with excellent ray tracing and rasterization performance. In this UE5 sample, optimized for Radeon, we're able to hit an average of 60 frames per second at 4K with FSR2 enabled. Even with resounding success of FSR2, we won't stop there. I'm excited to show you a preview of a brand new version of
FSR3.
Fidelity FX super resolution technology, appropriately named FSR3.
Please don't tell me you're inserting fake frames.
FSR3 combines our best-in-class temporal super resolution technology and our new AMD Fluid Motion Frames technology to deliver more frames per second in your games. Fluid Motion Frames increases FPS when using very demanding settings. FSR3 will provide up to a 2 times increase in frames per second at 4K resolution over FSR2.
Yeah, you're adding fake frames
across your supported games, and will be coming to PC gamers in 2023. To give an idea of what's possible with our brand new generation of gaming cards, I'd like to show you what Sava and...
Now, once again, if this works decently without adding as much input latency as the NVIDIA one does, well, it could be nice, but if it has the input latency and if the frames are actually not well generated, well...
small team of artists were able to create using a standard animation pipeline to build their dark sci-fi fantasy film, Beckoning, an Unreal Engine in just 4 months. Let's hear from Sava.
My name is Sava Živković. I wrote and directed Beckoning, and I want to briefly talk about how Unreal Engine 5 and AMD are empowering small teams to create cinema-class animated films. In Unreal Engine 5, Lumen and Nanite shine with the Radeon RX 7900 XTX, allowing us to walk around completely lit environments and characters and to explore the shots. This significantly speeds up the production and enables us to make creative decisions at the speed of thought. You can change the lighting, character or environment placement, or entirely change the camera angle if you...
I don't want to play at 240 FPS at the latency of 120. The whole point of having more FPS is to actually have less latency as well.
Pipelines, and is one of the main reasons why I personally believe producing feature-length animation with smaller teams is now a reality. And when it comes to high-fidelity output, the FSR Movie Render Queue plugin upscales the final frame rendering to 4K or even 8K. CG animation has never been as fast and as fun.
Very cool. By the way, in reviewing that video, it sure does make it look easy to create a new movie, doesn't it? But it does. I don't think
FSR, blah, blah, blah.
The Radeon RX 7900 series are the most advanced gaming GPUs.
I want native
First of all,
performance.
They are easy to upgrade into your existing gaming rig. They feature industry-leading enthusiast GPU support for next-generation displays. They will deliver ultra-high frame rates in both native and upscale games. And of course,
they will be monsters at video editing, that's for sure.
To drive the next generation of games and advanced workloads.
Fake frames.
All of our innovations enable the 7900 XTX to deliver an incredible leap in performance of up to 1.7 times faster 4K gaming. Now, let me invite Frank Azor to the stage to show you how the Radeon RX 7900 series powers the next generation of gaming and streaming experiences. Frank?
Okay. Frank Azor, he is here. I was missing him.
I am incredibly excited to be here with you guys today. It's just been so long since we've been able to all be together and to do this the way it deserves to be done.
Well, at least you have the option to use it, but I believe they should focus more on the native instead of the upscalers.
Cards? Awesome, right? Don't worry, Scott's going to come back and tell you when you're going to be able to get them and what they're going to be priced at. Okay, I promise.
It's like the new DLSS
cards. But you know what's even more incredible is that
they add frames, fake frames, predicted frames.
Just a great graphics card.
They add predicted frames in between. Now, if they can actually manage to do that properly and without the added latency, but there will always be added latency. It's a matter of testing now, I believe. But I don't like it.
The building
personally, I don't.
Best gaming, creating, and streaming experiences. I'm going to share with you today a little bit about some of our latest developments of how we're pulling it all together to bring you the next generation of PCs. Great hardware, as you've seen today, deserves great software. And AMD Adrenalin is your software interface for harnessing the full potential of your AMD-powered system.
No, they're predicted. They're not in between frames. The engine is actually predicting the frames. The same for the DLSS, the normal DLSS, but DLSS works with pixels, and the DLSS 3-frame generation works with full frames. That's the difference.
We're committed to bringing you an Adrenalin software that you can depend on, and that offers you state-of-the-art features and next-level gaming experiences, as well as streaming and for creating. If you're not already familiar with AMD Adrenalin, let me catch you up real quickly to what you've been missing. Adrenalin is your hub for just about everything. You can find and launch your games, plus monitor your stats and performance across all the games on your system, all from one home screen. You can customize your Radeon settings for each game, as well as record and stream those games right from within the UI. You can even turn your system into its own personal game server and connect your smartphone, tablet, or another Windows PC to play your games remotely from anywhere. And of course, you can take full control over your AMD graphics card and your Ryzen CPU and tune them for maximum performance and efficiency. Adrenalin, it's simply awesome. But there's probably two things that I love most about Adrenalin. First, it's the fact that all these features are within one unified UI. And second, it's a completely unlocked experience, meaning we don't force you to create an account. You're not going to be monitored by us. You're not going to be tracked. You can just access
Shots
all
fired
these
at
features.
NVIDIA once again.
You can customize your system to your content and just play the games you love.
Let's
That's what
hope
you
that's the
deserve.
price, but I don't believe. And no, that's
So let me
the
talk to you
drivers
about
aren't
some of
bad.
the
Just
upcoming features you can expect from the next version.
don't say
of
those
Adrenalin.
things because they're
Existing
making no
features
sense.
like Radeon Super Resolution, Radeon Boost, and Anti-Lag are huge performance amplifiers for your gaming experience.
Yeah, Radeon Boost
But
is a
let's be
crap.
honest, most of us don't want to have to learn about each new feature, how it works, which games it works on, which features work best with one another. When we finally get some time to sit down and game, it's just too much complexity to deal with. I just want to get in the game and I want to play. So we heard you.
Yeah, you can get black
Simplify all
screens due
this.
to the
We're introducing
HDMI cable.
Hyper RX mode. With Hyper RX, we've redeveloped these performance boosting technologies to all work together and at the same time, compounding their benefits and giving you a one-click experience to improve frame rate and latency.
Wait, what? Now this is something interesting. This is something interesting.
In the game Dying Light 2, just to give you an example, in the game Dying Light 2, we're seeing performance improvements with Hyper RX up to 85% with 1/3 of the latency. It's incredible.
So we're talking about the DLSS, like I told you before, because DLSS actually has latency, and we actually have here way less latency and more FPS. Now this is something I want to see.
So look forward to Hyper RX coming out early next year, and you can experience it yourself. All right, so let's talk about what are we doing to help improve your recording and your
I
streaming.
want to see more of this Hyper RX.
OBS, as many of you know, is the
I'm
leading
interested on
video
that.
recording and live streaming platform.
This is actually the thing I'm interested in.
There, and it's used by some of the world's most successful and popular streamers. Well, we've partnered with OBS to improve video streaming quality across all bit rates.
No, because the NVIDIA Reflex only improves the latency and not the FPS. This one improves FPS and latency. Maybe it's a
Radeon
mix of
RX
FSR.
6000 and 7000 series graphics cards. Additionally, with the new AMD RDNA3 media engine, we've added AV1 hardware encoding, improving quality and transforming live streaming. In this example, we're looking at a recorded image of Halo, captured with OBS on the Radeon 7900 XTX graphics card. Both
Nice.
images were captured at the same 3.5 megabit per second bit rate. As you can see behind me, the quality of the stream and the text within it
Exactly what I told you.
With the
3.5
addition
bit rate
of our
is
AV1 hardware encoding,
3.5K is
updated
not
pre-analysis
too much.
and pre-filtering algorithms, plus
But the
our
codec
OBS
does help.
optimizations, the playback quality substantially improves, providing a clear, sharp, and a smooth viewing experience. Additionally, with Xilinx AI and content adaptive machine learning technology,
That's
we've
very nice.
integrated
I
that
can
into
record
the
my
AMD
gameplays
framework,
with AV1 now.
and it's been trained to learn, predict, and target small text and menus, making them legible again, especially when streaming at low bit rates and resolutions up to 1080p. The new AMD RDNA3 media engine reaches beyond streaming, though. With our dedicated AV1 hardware processing, video encoding is up to 7 times faster than software, even at ultra-high resolutions like 8K. Support for the RDNA3 media engine will be available across applications like Adobe Premiere Pro,
Now this is
FFmpeg,
nice.
Handbrake, and in upcoming releases of those.
A huge increase in terms of
And
productivity.
then for video creators, any video creators in the audience? Anybody create video? You're gonna love this. So we're introducing something we call Smart Access Video. Smart Access Video works with select applications when you pair the Ryzen 7000 series with the new Radeon 7000 series. And unlike other platforms that can really only make use of either your CPU or your GPU's video compression engines, Smart Access Video distributes the encoding and decoding workloads across both your Ryzen CPU and your Radeon graphics cards.
This is what I'm talking about. Improvements. This is what I actually want to see. So we have Smart Access Video where they actually distribute the working between the CPU and your GPU. You are actually doing kind of a decoding and encoding with both at the same time. Instead of using just the CPU or just the GPU, you're using both for the same task, which is very nice. So if you have Ryzen 7000 and you have an RX 7000, you can actually use this. This is nice.
Video compression engine,
This is nice.
enabling faster 4K and 8K editing. And when it comes to batch transcoding, Smart Access Video reduces parallel transcoding times by nearly 1/3. Smart Access Video will be available across applications like OBS, Premiere Pro, FFmpeg, and more starting in December.
Nice. Nice.
So next.
Very, very nice. This is a very nice thing.
Let me share with you how we're bringing all these technologies and all this greatness together for you into our AMD Advantage solutions. So when we first introduced Advantage laptops, we raised the bar of what defines just a great
No, they're not
portable
locking the
gaming
performance.
And Advantage laptops have been carefully designed and developed with our partners to ensure that their premium experiences are felt throughout. Multiple models. of these
Nice,
laptops are available in the
$9.99. Now
market right
that's
from your
price.
favorite OEM and SIII.
Let's wait for that part of the video.
And look, nothing compares to building your own desktop if you can. All right. But for those of us that maybe don't have the time, the experience,
Yes, it's
or the will
cool.
to do so right now, we've applied the great AMD Advantage design framework that we applied
Let's
to
go a
laptop
bit.
integrated creating partners. It's all here. Then we amplify that performance with our smart technologies, including Smart Access Memory and Smart Access Video, as well as the full feature set of Adrenaline
Yeah,
software,
RDNA2 will
including
still
Radeon
be
Super
good.
Resolution, AMD Noise Suppression, HyperRX, and more. But Advantage goes even further than that by ensuring every component, from the motherboard to the NVMe drives to the memory, the power supply, all the rest, they all work.
Yeah, the
seamlessly
stream is a
together,
bit behind
and they're
because
all
I
tuned
stopped.
for maximum performance with every design.
But it's not
quality
much.
metric followed.
It's a minute.
Next, we focus on each system delivering its full. So Advantage desktops have been that they
Okay.
do XT. The OS, the most premium components, all tuned and tested reliably.
Okay,
Thank you so much for your time.
let's go a bit. Let's go.
Thank you, Frank. Okay, are you ready? All right.
I'm
what an
ready
incredible day of
for the
announcements that will
$9.99.
transform the future of graphics in games. The AMD Radeon 7900 series, built for extreme performance to drive 4K and 8K high refresh rate gaming monitors, powered by the world's most advanced gaming graphics architecture, RDNA 3. Here we go. Starting December 13th, 2022, you'll be able to purchase the 7900 XCX for $999.
Nice. Yes.
The world's fastest gaming card under $1,000.
Yes.
Also on December 13th, 2022, you'll be able to purchase the 7900 XT for $899. $999 and $899. The world's most advanced gaming GPUs powering your gaming rig for years to come. That's the end of our show. Thank you for joining us today, and we can't wait to get these gaming cards in your hands in December. Have a great rest of your day.
Okay. Now, they can say whatever the hell they want. But one thing's for sure, at $999, it is just insane. $999. Okay, we have $1,600 on the RTX 4090, and we have $600 less. It's almost half the price of the RTX 4090. And remember that Nvidia actually said that they couldn't do the lower pricing because they would be losing money. Well, you'll see them lowering the price easily in a few days. Easily. So yeah, $999. Slow clapping. Practically the same performance of the 4090 in rasterization, or maybe even better, we don't really know, but at least the same, slightly slower, or at least 20-30% slower in terms of ray tracing, but with lots of VRAM, way better if you pair it with the Ryzen 7000 series. We also have more things that will come, like the Hyper RX, that I don't really know what that was, but I really want to know, and at $999, and then we have the other one at $899. I believe that they should actually show the 7800 XT or the 7700 XT, because the 7800 XT will most likely be something like they will be something like let's say if we have at $899, the 7800 XT will most likely be like $699, and at $699 the 4080 is dead. At $699, imagine, the 4080 16 gigabytes is dead. Completely dead. I mean, at $1,200, one at $699, the other at $1,200, well, it's dead. It's dead completely. Rest in peace. Jesus. Only that's a very... I wasn't expecting that. I must say that I wasn't expecting. I was expecting something like $1,200, but $999 and $899 is insane. And Paddy Walton, thank you. Thank you for loving my videos. Oh, that's a lot of questions. And FSR3, now, they actually showed one thing called Hyper RX. I don't really know what this is, but I believe it's kind of a mix of FSR and anti-lag, but we actually had lower latency. So instead of having higher latency like on the NVIDIA DLSS 3, we actually have lower latency and higher performance. That's really interesting, and at the same price. Yes, the 4090 and the 4080 are just gone. The 4090 and the 4080 are just gone. At $999, it's adios. It's adios completely. Adios completely. Okay. Let's watch the AMD's website. Products, GPUs, what do we have here? Yeah, I kind of want it in English, not Portuguese. Give me a break, yes. Watch here, maybe. Yes, that's the presentation. I can go back in the presentation, but I actually want desktop. Okay. Okay. Watch all of your videos. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, now this is something interesting. Let's see. So 4K max settings. 4K max settings, we have 139 FPS on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, 98 FPS in God of War, which is not bad, not great. It's not great, I can tell you right away, but it's not bad. Actually not bad. On Red Dead Redemption Ultra settings, the game is really intensive, is really intensive, and we actually have 93 FPS. That's very nice. If this is native, it is very nice. What's the one? What's with the one? Maybe using FSR? I hope not. As for Resident Evil Village, we have 138 FPS using ray tracing, because ray tracing on this game is not that heavy, and the same for Doom Eternal, which in which the ray tracing is not enabled. Okay, you want full screen on my browser? It's basically the same because I can increase it if you want to. Okay. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at $999, so $600 less. It's not 100, 200, it's $600 less. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. It's a crazy performance value. So very good performance per watt, great performance, very good in terms of productivity, very good in terms of gaming, lower power draw, very good custom design, small, and at the same time performs well and costs way less than the competition. Which card are you gonna buy, bro? I mean, I really wanted AMD to send me one. That would be great. I wanted something, even if it was the 7900X XT. I don't even ask the XTX, but it was actually, it would be nice. It would be nice. The pricing is incredible indeed. $999. I may buy one. I may go crazy and buy one because that's insane. That's insane. About the FSR3, you're saying you're disappointed, but in terms of the FSR3, if, and I repeat, only if they manage to do what they actually told on that HyperRX thing, and they actually have way better FPS at lower input latency, now that would be great. If, and only if, they can actually make that happen. Because as you see, also there's the thing that with the Ryzen 7000 series, it's most likely that the RDNA3 will work better with Smart Access Memory, and obviously I'll be testing here Smart Access Memory on the new GPUs and the Ryzen 7000 series, okay? Because, I mean, the Smart Access Memory is a very important thing in terms of some games, like on Forza Horizon 5, we're talking about 40 or 50 FPS difference. Just by enabling Smart Access Memory, it's crazy. Now, on these new GPUs, it must be even better. And at $999, whew, compared to the really sick, and it's, I believe from NVIDIA, it was kind of a really big move. It was a big move, like we say in Portuguese. It was a big move, like $1,600 for a 4090. It's a huge increase. It's a huge increase. And AMD just slapped them in the face. Okay, they won't be presenting the same level of performance in terms of ray tracing. They will be most likely on par or even better in terms of rasterization. But in terms of ray tracing, they will be far behind. But it's $600 less. $600 less. Okay? And even on the, if we compare the 4080 16 gigabytes, okay, the 7900X is not, the XT is not that far away from the XTX in terms of performance. And, well, we actually have it at $899, so it's basically $300 less. $300 less than the 4080 16 gigabytes. That's insane. That's insane. Now we have a new Adrenaline, at least in terms of, it seems that the software will change a bit with a new Adrenaline. Okay, gaming, or maybe not, maybe it's just me. Okay, Game Advisor. Yeah, it was just me. Let's see more. Now, one thing that I really fail to understand is this. It's kind of annoys me. So the 7900 XT is, it's obviously a cut down 7900 XTX. Obviously, it's a cut down, but I believe that the game frequency will be, we'll actually be able to achieve 2300 MHz on this one, because if the XTX with more computer units, more ray accelerators, basically doing the same job, can do 300 MHz more, I believe this one can as well. And maybe the 7800 XT will do also 2300. Because at least we need the same clocks as the previous generations, not less. At least bring me the same. Basically, the XT is like it was, it's like this one, the XTX would be the XT, and the 7900 XT would be the 7900. As the same, we have the 6800 XT, and then we have the 6800 non-XT. Yes, I'm Portuguese. I'm not Italian, yeah, I'm Portuguese. But yeah, basically that's it. We don't have much more here. Let's see more. Okay, we have more here. RDNA architecture, so compute units, RDNA2, ray tracing, yes, infinity cache. Now, what is really interesting is this, because the infinity cache difference, the infinity cache is also way faster than the previous one, so 2.7 times faster. 2.7 times faster than the infinity cache on the RDNA2. And the infinity cache already made a huge difference in terms of performance on the RDNA2 card. So in terms of real world performance, I believe that the infinity cache will do an even bigger difference on the RDNA3. Yeah. Now, I don't really care much about the FSR 3 unless they actually bring lower input latency compared to the LSS 3, but I do care about raw performance. I do care about DisplayPort 2.1. I do care about VRAM, AV1. I do care about those things. So yeah, that's nice. This is nice. And the design is also very sleek. So instead of having a monolithic GPU like the 4090, which can't even fit in some cases, we have a normal sized GPU that actually performs. It's nice, and it means that RDNA4 will most likely bring even higher frequencies, improving upon the RDNA3. That's what I think. And yeah, basically that's what we get here on the 6000 series. Yes, RDNA3. Yeah, this is the 6000 series. Yeah, nothing new. But yeah, looks great, if you ask me. Yeah, ABIs will most likely be larger. That's a given. That's a given. But yeah, at $999, it's basically unbeatable. It's unbeatable, completely. I was kind of disappointed because of the ray tracing performance, but since we have it at 24 gigabytes, and we actually have it with DisplayPort 2.1, and we have it at $999, the price is just unbeatable. And we have now the AMD Smart Access Video. We have the Smart Access Video. We have lots of new things. It's just insane. Just insane. So yeah, guys, basically that's it. 130, 100. So if you have any questions, just put it now, because I will end the live stream soon, because I'll make a video about the new things from NVIDIA, okay? From AMD in terms of pricing and so on. So I just want to make that video, but I mean, it's insane at $999. Yeah. Yeah, it will be quite more in Europe, but that happens the same for the 4090. You want to see the 4090? I give you the 4090. This is one of the stores I use mostly, so let's see RTX 4090. Watch the price. Here, you have two of them. You see this? We have them here, okay? They are at stock. So look at the price. The lower end one, look at this. The lower end one, 2,236 euros. So the MSRP is $1,600 and we have over 2,000 euros, okay? That's insane. That's insane. My PC is fast. Yeah, this is insane. So they have it at $1,600, but we actually have 2,000 euros. And I saw you guys telling me to see other websites, PC for example. You have the same. You have the same. Look at this shit. And they don't even have stock. And look at the prices. The cheapest one, not even in stock, is 2,000 euros. Everything above 2,000 euros. Look at this. It's insane. With the most expensive one being 2,500 euros. Insane. Okay? This is a lot of difference. So almost double the price. Not double, but I mean, it's like 70% over the original price. It's just insane, as you see here. It's just insane. While with the AMD cards, well, we might have some at 1,200 euros. Okay, 1,200 euros. That seems nice to me, but not like this shit. This shit is crazy expensive, crazy. I would not buy this shit even at 1,600 euros, let alone 2,000 euros. This is like three minimum wages in Portugal. 3. It's insane. By the way, what about the availability? I don't believe that I actually watched the availability. Oh, it's here.
On December 13th, 2022, you'll
It's here, so let's see the availability.
for 890.
Yeah, December 13th. So 1 month, I believe. Yeah, basically, yeah, more than that. 6 weeks. 6 weeks is a lot. 6 weeks is a lot, but people will definitely wait because 600 euros or $600 less. That's worth the wait. That's worth. Crazy. Crazy indeed. But we have more. Now there's a really interesting feature that I saw there, which is the Hyper RX. I want to see that. Yeah, I don't believe I can. Oh, it's here.
Compounding their
Now
benefits.
This is something that will come in the first half of 2023, okay? So the first half of 2023. Hyper RX. So yeah, here, first half 2023, so we can wait some months, but at least we have something very interesting here. Something very interesting, actually. This is supposed to be Dying Light 2, and we have it at 90 FPS and 30 milliseconds, which is... This is the full system latency, because it can't be the game latency. 90 FPS would give you around... let me see, it would give you around maybe 8 or 9 milliseconds. And here we have it at 166 FPS and with 11 milliseconds. I mean, with these prices, Nvidia is doomed. They have to reduce the prices because they're doomed. When do you expect the 7950 XT? Maybe in half a year. Most likely. When every store has every card like up to, or at least low to the 7500 XT, well, then they will produce the improved versions with better GDDR6. That's what I believe. So build the ultimate desktop when combining the latest Ryzen processors and Radeon graphics for breakthrough performance and remarkable power efficiency. Take your experience to the next level with AMD Smart Technologies and AMD Software Adrenaline Edition applications. Radeon RX 7900 series graphics are the ultimate plug-and-play solution, integrating seamlessly with existing ultra-enthusiast power supplies and cases with optimized system power, thermals, and noise levels. It is what it is, my boys. It is what it is. Not at best, Pasha. They will definitely need to decrease the prices because nobody is gonna buy a super hyper mega overpriced 4090 or a 4080 if you actually have something performing really, really close, most likely consuming less power, definitely less power once undervolted, and performing the same, within the same, I mean, for $600 less. Nobody's gonna buy the 4090 with these prices. That's a given. Thanks, Omer. Yeah, I need to get some rest, actually, yes. Drink some water. I should have brought water. No, because the AV1 support, the support that you have here, the AV1 is not related to software, it is related to hardware. So the new RDNA3 cards actually have hardware, AV1 encoding and decoding, okay? That's it. Buenos dias, Gary. Okay. Where are they actually showing the... They're showing where exactly? Do you know where? No, the numbers are with FSR off. The ones that they actually showed in the presentation are with FSR on, which makes no sense. By the way, hello Jerry. You like what you saw? Yes, obviously at $899 and $999, it is obvious that AMD is killing it. Asus North America. Okay, let's see. What do we have here?
In this stream, we're going to be definitely diving into
It's
essentially
5
all
days.
things.
Videos. Shorts. Direct. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Maybe on
in this
Twitter.
stream, we're going to be definitely diving into essentially all things
they on
about
Twitter?
overclocking for 13th gen series based processors. So while our demo system is going to be utilizing the 1300K, the overclocking insights are going to definitely be
Asus.
applicable to the 13700K, to the 13600K, and actually to a degree, even if you were to attempt to run these CPUs on Z690,
Oh, they
you'll
have
still
one
essentially
here.
have kind of these insights. Now,
They
one of
have
the
one
cool new
here.
features that we also will be demoing, specifically the new dynamic OC switcher technology, but for cache, is going to be right now on Z790, so just
it's
keep
on the
that in
ROG.
mind.
Entire
But we're
global.
going to be talking
1.1
about
slots
overclocking for
worth
the
of
CPU. We're
heatsink
going to be talking about a little
really
bit
does
about
a lot for cooling and noise,
Right.
as we talked about.
Yeah,
earlier.
do
I
we
think
have
we're going to
here?
see some pretty impressive
It's
numbers.
basically
when it comes to
they're
thermals
just
on these
talking
cards,
with
and obviously we'll
images
have
and
some
so
more
on.
information to actually share with that in the very
Sincerely.
near future. But
Sincerely,
yeah, I think our GPUs
I don't- I
speak
just-
for themselves in
I
performance.
just don't like it.
Mhm.
I just
Yep,
don't
performance
like
and,
the Asus
yeah,
cards for
that
AMD.
noise is
For
what
me,
I'm- what I'm
AMD
always
is
after.
Sapphire.
But and
After
that
we
extra
have
heatsink,
Power
like we've talked
Caller.
about this before,
Then
right?
we
That
may
extra
have something like, for
size
example, the
allows you to
we may have something like, for example, the let's say the XFX, at least on the RDNA2 cards, the RX 6000. XFX has some really interesting models, but for me, it is Sapphire. That equals in performance, in thermal performance, to the Power Caller Red Devil series. Then we have the lower end Power Caller ones, but are still great. Then we have some XFX models. Then we have the MSI gaming ones. And for me, Asus is like there in the bottom. Yeah, Sapphire, Power Caller, then XFX. That's my opinion. Yeah, Nitro and Toxic are the top of the line. I would like to see an EVGA. I won't lie to you. I would really like to see an EVGA AMD card. That would be dope. That would be dope. Just letting you know. Yeah, I mean, I want to test it. I really want AMD to send me one, but I actually asked them about the RDNA3 availability, and they told me that they really didn't know. They won't have many samples for the Portugal and Spain, for the Iberia, because I live in Portugal. If I lived on America, I believe that the sampling would be way easier. I would get way more samples. But since I live in Portugal, well, they don't have so many samples, or that many samples for the Iberia, okay? And there are bigger channels than mine, so They focus on those bigger channels and then they come to mine. What time is over there? It's time is messed up. Why? Why is time? Oh no, it's not messed up. So it's 9:17 p.m. I thought it was actually later. Yeah, they said EVGA said that for the moment. But well, if AMD actually offers some real interesting things, I believe they will. I believe they will. I mean, the RDNA3 cards have an AI acceleration, okay? It means that in terms of AI, everything that deals with the LSS, not the LSS, but in this case FSR, XeSS from Intel, everything that deals with that, the newer cards will be faster doing it. So it means that even if we're talking about the same FPS, the newer cards will be faster with upscalers, okay? And with FSR3, if we can actually use FSR3 on the older generations like we can do with FSR, it will be crazy. It will be crazy. And if this thing called HyperRX actually does what they said it does, reducing the latency and increasing the FPS, that will be massive. If obviously the image fidelity is good. No, AMD does not need EVGA, but it would definitely be cool. Yeah, I mean, Vive, I don't really know if you know this actually, but apart from some really specific software kits, the AMD cards on the 6000 series were already the way to go. Unless you really need those CUDA cores, the 6000 series were way faster in terms of rendering. And I know that because I can render way faster with my 6700 XT than with my 3070, okay? The 3070 will get higher usage, more power draw, and will still render slower than my 6700 XT, okay? So, I mean, you see that in terms of rendering, the 6000 series are great. So in terms of the RDNA3, the 7000 series, they will be even better. Yes, they did release the performance of the 7000 cards, but they did not compare them with the NVIDIA cards, and I can tell you why. It's definitely because they will lose quite hard in terms of ray tracing performance, but they will definitely also perform equal or better in terms of rasterization, because even the 6950 XT is performing equal or better to the 3090 Ti, and the 3090 Ti has way more raw power. And yes, you're asking why I'm using a coat, a jacket inside my house, because in this moment it's 16 degrees. 17, yeah, 16.9, 60.9. Nah, you're crazy, man. 30% less performance, not even close to that. They'll be like, in rasterization, they'll be the same. Guaranteed. Yes, that's how it's pronounced. They'll be in rasterization, but in terms of ray tracing, yes. Maybe if you're talking about ray tracing, yeah, then 30%, maybe 20 to 30% slower. Yeah, the 79, see ya, man. Thanks for watching. Some people are dumb, completely dumb. If they think a 4080 16 gigabytes will actually be faster than the 7900 XTX, they are just dumb, sorry to tell you that. Unless we're talking about ray tracing. In ray tracing, obviously the 4080 16 gigabytes will be faster. But apart from that, apart from ray tracing, no. The 6900 XTX will be much faster in rasterization than the 4080 16 gigabytes. Yes, the stock will be a problem, but I do believe that that AMD will have better stock because they are working with 6 nanometers and 5 nanometers. So we have lots of 6 nanometers dies, we have lots of 5 nanometer dies, so yeah. Thanks for the info about Power Caller, Fabio. Totally new producer for me personally. Okay, I have their 6700 XT and it runs smoothly so far. Yes, Power Caller has one of the best air cooling solutions, and even the liquid cooler solutions. They have the Red Devil and they have the Liquid Devil. Performance difference, like I told you, it's around from 50 to 70% faster than the 7950 XT. From 50 to 70%. So that's a lot. It's basically the jump we had in terms of rasterization. It is basically the jump we had to the RTX 4090. Okay, the 4090 was on average 60% faster, which will be the same for the 7900 XTX. So if the 6950 XT was already faster in rasterization compared to the 3090 Ti across many titles, I mean, there's no chance that this new card won't be faster than the 4090, and I repeat, in rasterization. That's all. No, they won't be faster. No, they won't. Apart from some very specific titles, it won't be faster than the 7900 XTX. Just, it will be equal or slightly slower, in some games slightly faster, in some games slightly slower, but at least the performance in terms of rasterization will be equal. At least. I guarantee that. Now in terms of ray tracing, obviously the 4090 will be way faster. I play at 1440p ultra wide, that's my resolution. Yeah, I mean, even the 6950 XT that I had to test from Power Caller, the Red Devil, it was actually yeah, a 3-pin one. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say the 4090 will crush the 7900 XTX in ray tracing. It won't crush, but it would definitely be faster. If it isn't at least 50% faster, then it won't crush anything. If it is at least 50% faster in rasterization, then yeah, it will crush it in terms of ray tracing. I play CK3, yeah. I play Crusader Kings with my friends, but only with my friends. That's just what I do. If you want to see my games, I bought this one, Plague Tale Requiem, and I will play it. I bought this one, the Microsoft Flight Simulator, just to test. The same for this one, the Rainbow Six Extraction. I like this game as well, The Ascent. I played the Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, and I'll play the Miles Morales one. I played Scorn. I really liked the game. And yeah, basically that's it. I paid for the Modern Warfare 2 just for testing. So yeah. Well, for an hot environment like India, get the best cooling solution you can get. That's what I have to say. Metro Exodus is great. I actually finished the game. I finished the game. Awesome story. Then I finished the 2 DLC. No, I finished 1 DLC and almost finished the other one. The first one I almost finished, and the second one with Sam I finished it. Street prices will be most likely 1200, 1300. I don't really have right now a favorite game. I have a favorite game series, and it is here. Legacy of Kain, and finally Crystal Dynamics is thinking of rebooting the series. So I'm pretty excited. In some years we'll have a new Legacy of Kain game, finally, after 2004. Insane. And yes, I did finish Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, And also play the new Need for Speed and Need for Speed Unbound once it's released on November 3rd. Yeah, availability, but I believe they will have plenty of cards available due to using 6 nanometers and 5 nanometers instead of 4 nanometers. If they were using 4 nanometers, it would be a different story, but they have lots of 6 nanometers dice and they have lots of 5 nanometer dice, so. And at this price, yeah. Nah, I don't really like Dota. Yeah, I played Blood Omen 2, Soul River 2, and Defiance. The Blood Omen 1 was the only Legacy of Kain game that I didn't play, but I actually voted on Crystal Dynamics Twitter. I actually voted there for the remake of the Blood Omen first, or maybe the other one, the Soul River. So let me see Crystal Dynamics. Sorry. Damn. Crystal Dynamics. They are actually hiring people to do these games. The Last of Us is a great game. Once it comes out, I'll most likely play it. So yeah, they're hiring people to do the new Legacy of Kain game. That's it. They are actually... See? We're filming a lot of Crystal Dynamics related brawl. This is one thing that they shared. And these are the games. I actually have this one, the Legacy of Kain Defiance. I have it original, this one as well, and this one as well. I have these 3 as well. Still here, few meters away from me. Five seconds. Okay. And well, it is what it is. Yeah, don't buy it. With the new ones that close to that pricing, yeah, not worth it. What do I have to explain exactly? The shader cache load. I'll explain soon. Exactly, that's what I mean, Lumber Jackson. Is exactly that, like equal rasterization, way better performance per watt, because you can even undervolt easily those GPUs and get way better performance per watt. Smaller, way cheaper. It's a blast. Thank you very much, man. I do what I can. And well, guys, I guess it's time to end. I know we're 400 right now. But yeah, my throat is starting to hurt, and I'll just record 1 or 2 videos about the new things from presented from AMD. I'll just do it, showing basically a recap of the event, more performance, great pricing, and so on, so on, so on. So guys, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch the video. And by the way, let's not forget one thing, one really important thing. 400 of us are here, so let's just go for this, for the GVG Mall. Yeah.
Today's video sponsor is GVG Mall, where using my SKG discount code leads to a 25% off across several products, making a Windows 10 serial key only $16. After the payment, you'll receive the key in your account, and all you need to do is to introduce it in your Windows settings, and bam! You have an activated system.
And that's it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next